Hello, dear students. Today I am going to start an important topic, that is stereoisomerism. Okay, so let us start. So, what is the definition of stereoisomerism? Two or more compounds which have the same molecular formula, same structural formula, same connectivity between the atoms, and have the same IUPAC names. Okay, but they differ in their three-dimensional arrangement of atoms and physical properties, and rarely, sometimes, maybe chemical properties. They differ in their chemical properties. Okay, so what is the definition of stereoisomerism? Two or more compounds which have the same molecular formula, structural formula, connectivity between the atoms. What is connectivity between the atoms? What do you mean by connectivity between the atoms? So carbon double bond carbon, carbon double bond nitrogen, nitrogen double bond nitrogen, they have the same connectivity between the atoms and have the same IUPAC names, but they are differ in their three-dimensional arrangement of atoms. Okay, and physical properties. Probably the physical properties, it may be melting points, boiling points, and dipole moments, and solubility also. Okay, so the definition, that is nothing but the see, they are called as a stereoisomerism, and the phenomenon is called as stereoisomerism. Okay, so stereoisomers, they have two types. One is called as conformational isomerism and another one is a configurational isomerism. What do you mean by conformational isomerisms? So in conformational isomers, which takes place only in alkanes, where there is interconversion between the forms is possible via free rotation between the carbon-carbon single bond. Okay, so if you rotate this carbon atom, okay, you keep this carbon atom constant and just rotate this carbon atom, you will get another different forms of conformation, and that is nothing but the conformational isomerism, which is possible only in alkanes, which is not possible in alkynes, because in alkenes there is a pi bond is there and the rotation is restricted. In the same in case of alkynes, and in a ring also there is a, due to the bond angle strain, the rotation is restricted. So conformational isomerism only possible in alkanes. And the second one, that is configurational isomerism. So what do you mean configurational isomerism? Interconversion between the forms or between the compounds are not possible via rotation. Okay, so there is no free rotation between double bonded carbon atoms. Okay, so configurational isomerism only is possible in alkenes and ring structures. Okay, so it has two types. One is called as geometrical isomerism and another one is called as the optical isomerism. Optical isomerism, it is again classified into two types, that is called enantiomers and diastereomers. Okay, so let us discuss first about geometrical isomerism. Okay, so geometrical isomerism, in the sense there will be change in their geometry. Two or more compounds, they are differ in their geometry. Okay, so what are the conditions for geometrical isomerism? See, the first condition is that there should be a restricted rotation between the double bonded carbon atom. Okay, and the second one is the group attached to the double bonded atom must be different. Okay, so see, there is carbon-carbon double bond is there, and the atoms which are attached to this carbon atom, they are different atoms, should be attached. Okay, so then if these two conditions which are obey, then they will show geometrical isomerism. Okay, so these two atoms should be different, okay, across carbon-carbon double bond, and these two may be same or different, no problem. See, they are given A or B, these two groups must be different. Okay, and B and B may be same or different, no problem. Okay, so based on that, they are classified that is geometrical isomerism. Two or more compounds, they have the same molecular formula, same structural formula, but they differ in their three-dimensional arrangement of atoms. Okay, so see the examples. So there is one condition, that is carbon-carbon double bond should be there. Okay, so the second condition is that this carbon atom which contains two different atoms or group of atoms, yes there is, so they will show the geometrical isomerism. Okay, so see, in this example, if the same groups which are present on the same side of this double bond, this carbon double bond, if the same atoms or groups of atoms which are present on the same side of double bond, then this is called as a cis form. Okay, if the same atoms or group of atoms which are present opposite to the opposite, then it is called as the trans form. So I will write, this is the cis form and this one is the trans form. Okay, and the name of this compound is cis malic acid. It is called as the malic acid, and this is called as fumaric acid. This is called as the fumaric acid. Okay, so both which are not interconvertible. Okay, why they are not interconvertible? Because there is no rotation. Okay, because rotation is restricted because of pi bonds. Okay, so this is called as cis malic acid, and this one is called as the cis transfumaric acid. Okay, so see, interconversion is not possible because there is what? Carbon carbon double bond. Okay, so next, how to identify geometrical isomerism in a compound? Okay, we'll see. The first condition is that there should be carbon carbon double bond is there. Okay, and the atoms which are attached to the carbon, they are must be different. Okay, this compound, that is A is carbon carbon double bond AB types, yes, they will show the geometrical isomerism. Okay, so this see the second structure. The first condition is that there should be a carbon carbon double bond. Yes, there is a carbon carbon double bond, but the atoms which are attached to this carbon atom, they have similar. Okay, so hence they will not show the geometrical isomerism, remember. Okay, so and the third one, see, there is first condition, that is carbon carbon double bond is there, no problem. The second condition is there, see, the same atoms which are attached to the carbon atoms, hence they will also not show the geometrical isomerism. Okay, so and the last one, the compounds of type carbon double bond carbon, and this A and B, they are different. D and E, these are also different. Yes, they will show geometrical isomerism. Okay, so but this one more system is there, that is they will not show cis and trans, they will not show cis and transform. Okay, but they will show E and Z system of configuration. Okay, they will show which type? E and Z system, because all the atoms, see here, AB it is a different atom, DE it is also different atom. Okay, so they are given for that such kinds of compounds, they are given different system, that is called E and Z. We'll discuss afterwards. Okay, so there are some examples in which the compounds which shows geometrical isomerism. See, this is the, if the same atoms which are present on the same side of the carbon carbon double bond, okay, then it is called as cis. Okay, if the same atoms which are present on the opposite side of the carbon carbon double bond, then it is called as the trans. Okay, so the next example, see this one, the same atoms which are present on the same side, they are called cis form, and the same atoms, it may be Cl or HH, if both are on the opposite side, then are called as the transform. Okay, so next concept, how the physical properties of cis and transforms are different. Okay, so first we'll discuss, that is some dipole moment. So what do you mean by dipole moment? This dipole moment, it arises due to charge separation between the atoms and the electronegativity difference. Okay, in a compound, if there is a electronegativity difference between the atoms, if there is what? Electronegativity between the atoms are differ. Okay, then there is a charges are developed. Okay, so and due to that charges, see the chlorine atom which is more electronegative than carbon, hence it has got partial negative charge, and carbon will got the partial positive charge. Okay, so dipole moment. Okay, so and in here the second, so the dipole moment, the arrow move towards the negative charge. Okay, so this is called somewhat adductive, that is additional dipole moment. In sense, in this compound, the dipole moment mu is not equal to 0. Okay, so but this is in case of cis form, but in case of transform, see, both are cancelled, both dipole moments both are cancelled with each other, and the value of mu, the dipole moment, is equal to 0. Okay, so in the cis form, this is what is called as the cis form. If the dipole moment value is not equal to 0, in the sense this compound is polar compound. Cis form is what called as the polar compound, and trans compound, if dipole moment is equal to 0, in the sense it is a non-polar compound. It is then what? It is a non-polar compound. Okay, see, cis compound has the dipole moment is not equal to 0. Trans compound dipole moment is equal to 0. Okay, then the solubility, we'll see the solubility in water. Which form is more soluble in water? Okay, which one is a polar? Cis form is more soluble in water than trans form. Why? Because in the cis form, which is what, it is a polar in nature, like dissolves like. In water, cis form is more dissolved, okay, as compared to the non-polar. So transform it is what, it is a non-polar compound, hence it will not dissolve in water easily. So which one? Cis is more polar and transform is non-polar. So which one is more? You can say is here, solubility of cis is more than that of trans. Okay, so next we'll discuss the boiling point. Okay, so boiling point, in the boiling point, see which one is a more polar, that is cis form is a more polar. Okay, so which is more dissolved in water, hence it has a higher boiling point as compared to the transform. Okay, so but in case of melting points, so melting points of transform is higher than that of cis form, because in transform, which is a weld packed structure, okay, packing is very good in transform, that's why it has a higher melting point. So commonly you can understood that solubility of cis form is more here, boiling point of cis form is more, but melting point transform is more. So these, they are differ in their physical properties. Okay, now we'll discuss geometrical isomerism in ring compounds. Okay, so see the conditions for geometrical isomerism, you know that there is should be a restriction rotated, there is a restricted rotation should be there, and have at least double bonded, or it should be a ring. Okay, so it should be what it is, a ring. Okay, so see the second condition is that two different group of atoms attached to the same carbon atom in the ring. What it is in the ring carbon atom, there should be two different group of atoms should be attached first. Okay, and in a ring such at least two carbon atoms should be there, then they will show geometrical isomerism. Okay, so see the structure, the name of this compound is total number of carbon atoms 1 2 3, this is called as the cyclopropane. Okay, so in the sense there should be first condition that there should be a ring. Yeah, there is a ring. Okay, so there is no there is a restricted rotation should be there because of angle strain. Okay, so the second thing that see here, this carbon contains two hydrogens, this carbon contains two hydrogen, this carbon contains again two hydrogen. So same kinds of atoms are there, hence they will not show geometrical isomerism. They will not show the, even though it is a cyclic compound. Okay, so what is second condition? These atoms, so see these atoms, whatever the carbon atom which contains two different atoms, this carbon atom which has two different atoms, okay, such at least two carbon atoms should be present in the ring. Okay, so see here is methyl is there, here is methyl is there. Okay, one carbon atom, it is a methyl and hydrogen. So okay, it will show the geometrical isomerism. It will show what it is, it has a two geometrical isomerism. One is called, see here, if the same atoms which are present on the same side, it is called as the cis form. If the same atoms which are present on the opposite side, it is called as the transform. Okay, so another example, see this compound OH which is present at the lower. Okay, so this cyclic compound is there, and one carbon atom, it not necessarily only the different atoms which are present to two adjacent carbon atom. Okay, it may be a different carbon atom in the cyclic ring, any two carbon atom which contains different atoms, then it will show the geometrical isomerism. So this one, which one it is, the cis form, and this is called as the transform. Okay, we will take one more example, that is cyclohexene. See all the methyl groups which are present on the same side, so it is called as the cis form, and this is called as the transform. Now how to calculate the number of geometrical isomers? Okay, so how to calculate the number of geometrical isomers in alkenes? Remember, it is in case of alkenes only I am discussing. Okay, so first see, if alkenes has one double bond, what it is, if the alkenes has only one double bond, then it shows the two geometrical isomerism. Okay, we will take the example, that is 2-butene. Okay, so what is structure of 2-butene? If you take carbon, double bond carbon is there, and here is one CH3, here is H, here is, if I write CH3, and here is H. Total number of carbon atoms 1 2 3 4. Okay, so one second carbon atom, there is a double bond. Okay, if the same carbon atom present on the same side, then it is called as the cis form. It is one isomers. Another I will write here. So carbon double bond carbon, here is CH3, I will write here, here is CH3, here is H, here is H. Okay, the same atoms which are present on opposite, then it is called as a transform. Okay, so trans to butene. Okay, so such compounds, alkenes, have only one double bond, they will show only two geometrical isomers. Okay, so but in case of, see the next one, that is if alkenes has two or more than two double bonds. Okay, if the alkenes which shows multiple bonds, okay, double bonds, then there are some conditions. In the first condition, see, in a structure, if the terminal groups are different, remember, okay, in the structure, if the ending groups, last two groups are different, then we can use the formula, that is 2 raised to n. That is what is the 2 raised to n. 2 raised to n is nothing but what? Number of double bonds in the compound. N is called as the number of double bonds in the compounds. Okay, for example, we will take this example. See the total number of carbon atoms: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let it be. We will discuss about the names afterwards. See the total number of double, n is nothing but the total number of double bonds. How many double bonds are there in this compound? There are, see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so see the formula by using this formula, 2 raised to 3. So total number of geometrical isomerisms are 8. Okay, so that this n may be even or odd, no problem. Okay, so it may be even or odd in the first case. Okay, we'll see the second case in structures. Okay, so in the, before we will go into the second steps, see the first in a structure. If the terminal groups are different, the formula you have to use 2 raised to n. If the terminal groups are same in the structure, if the terminal groups are same in the structures, if the terminal groups are same, ending groups are same, then you have to use this formula, 2 raised to n minus 1 plus 2 raised to p minus 1. You know, n is nothing but the number of double bonds. N is nothing but what is the number of double bonds. Okay, so we can find the value of p. What do you mean by p? Okay, the value of p, see, if n is even number, if which one, that is the n, if n is even number, then the p value should be n divided by 2. That is what I am telling. See, if n is even number in a given organic compound, if double bonds are even, then the value of p should be n divided by 2. Okay, the next one, see, if the value of p, that is if n is odd number, double bonds should be in odd number like 1, 3, 5 like that, then the value of p should be n plus 1 divided by 2. What is the value of p? N plus 1 divided by 2 when n is an odd number. Okay, so we'll take an example. Based on that we'll discuss. Okay, take example. So in this structure, so total number of carbon atoms, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbon atoms are there. Okay, will not give you, only decide the name of this organic compound. Okay, so I'll just give the total number of geometrical isomerism. Total number of double bonds, how many are there? See, 1, 2, 3. The value of n is odd number. The total n, the value of n is equal to 3. But the value of p, if the odd number, n is odd number, the value of p is n plus 1 divided by 2. So total number of bonds are there, n. So n, that is 3. 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So p, the value of p should be 2. Okay, so by applying this formula, you take this formula, 2 raised to n minus 1. N, total number of double bonds are, how many are there? 3. 3 minus 1 plus 2 raised to, what is the value of p? P value is, the value, see, 3 plus 1, that is 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. You have to write the 2 minus 1. Okay, so 2 raised to 2 plus 2 raised to 1. So that is equal to 4 plus 2. The total number of isomers are, how many are? 6. Okay, so next one, see, in this compound, the total number of double bonds are, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. The value of n is even number. Okay, so the see, n is equal to 4. The value of p should be calculated. If the value of n should be even, then the value should be p should be taken n divided by 2. Total number of double bonds are 4. 4 divided by 2, you will get 2. By applying the formula, that is 2 raised to n minus 1 plus 2 raised to p minus 1. So see, just simplify is 2 raised to n is nothing but the total number of double bonds in the organic compound. 4 minus 1 plus 2 raised to 2 minus 1. So 4 by 2 is nothing but 2. 2, the value of p should be 2. 2 minus 1, that is 2 raised to 3 plus 2 raised to 1. So total number of isomers are 10. Total number of isomers, how many are there? 10. Now see the EZ system of configuration. Okay, we'll discuss this is one new type, EZ system of configuration. This is also a geometrical isomerism. So condition for E and Z system. See, the first condition is that restricted rotation between the double bonded atom should be there. Okay, there should be what? Carbon-carbon double bond should be there. Okay, or carbon-nitrogen double bond should be there. Okay, so see the compound of type, see, carbon-carbon double bond should be there. The atom which are attached to the carbon atoms, all are different. This is different R1, this is different atom, this is different atom, this is different atom. They will show EZ type of configuration. Okay, so the next condition is different atoms are attached to carbon atom. These two carbon atoms, all are different carbon atoms should be attached. Okay, so there are some methods of EZ system is there. So see, first condition is that find out the group of highest priority on each carbon atom. Okay, so in this carbon atom, if you take the example C double bond C, these all are different. A, this is B, this is D, this is E. Okay, first what you have to find out? First you have to find out the highest priority. Priority is based on the atomic numbers. Which one have the highest atomic number, that will got the highest priority. Okay, so if Z, that is atomic number, increases, priority is also increases. Priority should be increases. Okay, so suppose that it has atomic number 11. Its atomic number how many are? 11. If the atomic number is 6, which one has the highest priority? This will got the highest priority. Okay, so suppose his atomic number is 14 and here atomic number is 5. Which one is highest priority? This will get the highest priority. Okay, if the same highest priority group present on the same side, then it is called as it is called as Z configuration. We'll see the next. Okay, so see, if two highest priority groups are on the same side, then the configuration is called as Z configuration. What is, again I will telling here, see, if two high priority groups are on the same side, then it is called as Z configuration. The meaning of Z is the same one. Meaning of this one is together. Okay, so see, if you consider this compound Br, there should be carbon-carbon double bond is there. So Br and CH3. If you see carbon and Br, it is the highest atomic number as compared to the carbon. So number I will write here 1 number, and this is the 2 number. Okay, so here you can calculate. Here is carbon atomic number is 6, and hydrogen atomic number 1. So first priority goes to the CH3 1, and here is a 2. If the same priority groups which are present on the same side, then the condition is called as Z configuration. Okay. If the two group of high priority are on opposite side, then the configuration is called as E. Okay, E is nothing but, that is a Greek word, that is integration, is nothing but the opposite. Okay, so see here in this compound, there should be carbon-carbon double bond. Here is Br and here is CH3. Okay, Br, it is the highest atomic number as compared to the carbon. Okay, so for that reason it has got a highest priority atomic number, got the highest priority. 1 here is priority 1 and this is priority 2. Okay, so in this case CH3 is there and H is there. Okay, hydrogen atomic number 1 and carbon atomic number 6. Highest atomic number got the highest priority. Here is 1 and here is, I'll give 2. Okay, so if the highest priority groups which are present on the opposite side, this is opposite, this is opposite, then the configuration is called as E configuration. Okay, so this is about the EZ system of configurations. And the last, that is geometric isomerism due to the N double bond N. Okay, we will take the examples directly. Okay, this is a hyponitrous acid. Okay, so for geometric isomerism, there are some conditions are there. One condition is there should be a double bond between the atom. There should be at least double bond should be there. After that, two different atoms or group of atoms should be attached here. Okay, so see here, one is OH group is there, another one is here electron, lone pair of electron should be there here. Okay, so that is also the different atoms or group of atoms you can answer here. Okay, so it should be, instead of group I can add here electron density. If the this nitrogen atom which it has two different electron density, this lone pair of electron density is there, here is OH group, here is also different electron density is there. Okay, so such compound they will also show the geometric isomerism. Okay, if OH group present on the same side, that is nothing but the cis is nothing but the syn, and the compound that is called as a syn isomers. Okay, if the different density groups of the if the same density groups which are present on the opposite side. Okay, so here is, I will write here is a lone pair of electrons here there. Okay, so both lone pair which are present on the same side, it is called syn isomers, and here is lone pair of electrons are there. I will write here lone pair of electrons here, and here is another electron density is there. Okay, so this nitrogen atom, it has two different electron density, one from OH and another from this lone pair. Okay, so same groups which are present on the opposite, then it is called as the anti-isomers. This is called as syn isomers and this is called as the anti-isomers. Okay, so we will take one more example, that is azobenzene, C6H5 N double bond N, C6H5. Okay, so see in this compound, N C6H5, both compounds, both groups, these both groups which are present on the same side. Okay, so here is lone pair electrons density of nitrogen. Here is also lone pair electrons of density of nitrogen. Okay, so both are on the same side, they are called as syn. If they are present on the opposite side, they are called as anti. Okay, here is both electron density, this lone pair electrons, here is also lone pair electrons, both are on the opposite side, then the condition is called as anti. Okay, and last example, that is this one. Okay, so see, here is one condition is there. If the hydrogen and oxygen present on the same side, then the condition is called as the syn. Okay, just write on, that is note. What is a note? See the note, or can write here, can write here only. Okay, see, if hydrogen and OH group, if the hydrogen and OH group, if they are both are present on the same side, then the condition is called as syn condition. If the hydrogen and oxygen OH group both are on the opposite side, then the condition is called as anti. Okay, so this is one of the exceptional. Okay, so this is all about geometrical isomerism. So today I discussed about stereoisomerism. In that, geometrical conformational isomerism, configurational isomerism. In configurational isomerism, there are again two types are there. One is called as geometrical isomerism, another one is called as optical isomerism. Okay, so in today's class I have discussed about details in geometrical isomerism. Okay, in the next class I will give some multiple choice questions on geometrical isomerism, and after that I will start optical isomerism. Okay, thank you.